But listen, I wanted to speak to, because I talked to Forehead about this whole double house situation, and I heard you had some differing thoughts on that.
Yeah. Wait, what are you talking about, the double house thing?
Like, he said he wanted to contribute to
another
house as well. Yeah.
To me, it sounds like he's got his foot out the door, you know?
Okay. And why do you feel that way?
Because to me, I feel like if you're in a house with people, you should be all in with those people, right? And the way I look at it, I understand where he's coming from, where he says, you know, sometimes I'm out doing my shit with Fanny, everybody else is doing their own shit, and he's on his own. But if he wants to contribute to their shit and go on jobs and shit with them, why not just give them a cut of the butt coin and then they give them the money from it?
Yeah, that's what I was saying too. Cause I was basically telling him that I totally get his point of view of like, cause like at the end of the day, like, well, you're around a lot, but us the other, like the rest of us aren't. So I personally don't have an issue with him doing shit with other people. I think that, you know, that's totally fair. But I don't think that he has to resource contribute to them to do that, because like on paper it sounds good, right? Like he'll just help them a little bit and then help us more, but it's easy that that doesn't become the case.
Yeah, because I mean that could be going into our shit.
Exactly, yeah. And I talked to him about this. I told him that like I wouldn't have a problem with this if he has a set number that he contributes. Like let's say he would contribute 20k to them and then it's done.
Yeah.
To get them started, then I don't see an issue with it. But it's gonna be an issue if like, because I brought this up, like let's say he has 10k on his bank, and then he contributes 10k to them, and then suddenly we need 10k, and then we don't have 10k from him that we could deposit into our shit, and then it becomes an issue.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking too. Like, I don't know. I mean, we all gave him like what 5k yesterday as well.
Yeah. So what part of that money is going to us and to them then?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was his own money or he, you know, took the money what we gave to him and helped put it into their shit.
Yeah, I think. Well, I mean, number one, if he's doing this, then we can't basically trust him with money, which is unfortunate that it would have to be like that. So I'm thinking like, I mean, my whole thing was too that like if he has friends that he wants to do shit with, no problem. I have no issues with that. But if they're friends with him, they would want him alone for the job. So why does he have to contribute to the house in order to do that? I didn't really understand that part.
Yeah, I mean that's why I said like to me it seems like he's already got one foot out the door. So is your mic broke? What's wrong with it?
Yeah, I mean when I talked to him about it, he said he was like, I mean, our crew is his crew. He just
is it my fan? I turned.
I don't know, and I was like really trying to. I was telling him that like if there's something that you feel is unsaid that you want to say instead, just say that. So I know, but it didn't seem like he was trying to like choose another crew. I think like he actually wants us to be his main crew, and then he can do shit on the side. But I think on paper that sounds like you can do it, but it's easier than or said than done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, you can only do X amount of jobs a week anyway. So like, it's not a big deal. It's just the resource distribution that I think could become an issue.
Yeah, I mean that's like my biggest thing too. I don't mind him doing shit with other people. I don't really care about it.
Yeah.
But it's just resources that could be going into our own shit, you know?
Yeah, for sure. And like we definitely need it too. So, okay. I mean, maybe I think this issue could be solved if we tell him, yeah, you can contribute a set amount and then it's over. But I think the active contribution is gonna cause issues.
Yeah, I mean, I think it might. I mean, the thing is, do they have a thing already? Do they have it, like, okay, so that other house now, right? The one that he's working on.
Yeah.
Do they have all the apps and shit installed already? Do they have the money?
I don't think so.
Because I feel like we're going to wake up one day and we're going to have Buttcoin missing that he sent over so they can get their apps and shit. To get them set up faster.
Yeah, I mean, I told him no Buttcoin is ever going to get transferred. So, I mean, I already made that clear. So I don't think, I mean, he's dumb, but he's not that dumb. I don't know. I feel like, I mean, I don't know. I think we could make it work as long as we set up clear limits on what's good and what isn't. And if we can't keep that, then that's another issue, right?
Yeah.
We just kind of have to figure out a little bit exactly what it is that we expect, and so he can meet the expectations. Because I feel like that would be the fair to him too, you know.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like even if we talk to him about it, he's still gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, but then at least we talked to him about it, right?
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Like we've set up the perimeters, and if he chooses not follow them, then that's the issue. But tomorrow we have the job, and then after the job we can get together and have a little group meeting, and kind of figure out this whole ordeal. I think, and we also have to figure out the forehead situation, so that
Yob.
I think it's important that he gets to feel like he can do what he wants to do, but that it's on good terms with everybody else, basically.
Yeah. It's like I
So,
said, like I don't have a problem with him doing other shit with other people, but
I don't think anybody does. I mean, that's not the issue. I just, I guess like the thing about forehead is he has like a little invisible goblin on his shoulder, and that goblin he always say to forehead, "Oh, forehead, you need to feel guilty about literally everything ever, and if you do one thing, then you have to pay them back $500 million." Like, fine, this fucking bitch ass told me today, like, "Hey, Ingmar, I think we should pay back Hydra their Bitcoin that they gave us." And I'm like, "Why? That was a gift. Like, why would we do that?" He's like, "Well, they helped us out and they were nice." I'm like, "Come on, bitch. Like, what the fuck?" Like, I get it, but like, you can't be guilty about everything all the time. So I don't know. I don't even know if this is something that they asked of him, like the whole contributing to the house, or if it's just his idea. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I think have a meeting. We talk about it. His other thing that he brought up was like, since he's the one operating on the turf with people, he's the one making money from it, and he feels bad about that. And I just said if someone else, if no one else is operating from it, it's money that would have been lost anyway. So I don't see the problem.
He feels bad about what?
Like, you know, the turf, how he has people slinging on the turf, and he buys bricks and then sells them to them, I guess.
Yeah.
And since he's the only one doing it, he feels like other people are making money from the turf, and he feels like he's using the asset when we can't, I guess.
I mean, that's not a bad thing though. Yeah, like you.
Yeah, that's what I told him.
Yeah.
Again, like, he doesn't have to feel bad about it. It would be a difference if we were trying to operate on it and we couldn't because he is, but that's not the case. So
Yeah.
So yeah, again, like forehead guilt goblin, fine yapping, but yeah. Listen, I think like the money that he's making on the turf, he could invest into their shit. To be honest, like that to me would make sense.
Yeah, I think that's kind of fair.
But yeah, I think we do the job tomorrow. We have a group meeting after, and then we talk about it because everyone's gonna be around for that anyways, and then we can try to solve shit.
All right.